Charles Olivera versus Ilia Topuria. Now that's a matchup which gets fight fans buzzing. I mean, you've got the most dangerous finisher in UFC history stepping in against an undefeated powerhouse who just knocked out two MMA legends in Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway at featherweight. But here's the thing. I'm picking Charles Oliveira. Not just to win, but to win in fashion. Let me show you why this isn't just hype, it is a real, logical path to victory. Let's talk about experience. Charles has been through absolute wars against guys like Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, and Dustin Poirier. These are guys who hit hard, who test you mentally and physically, and each time he's not only survived, he's finished them. Now, when you look at Topuria, sure, he's looked fantastic, no question about it. But he hasn't really been deep in the fire yet. He hasn't had to make mid-fight adjustments against someone who just would not go away. Someone like Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. Now, here's where things really tilt. Charles isn't just good on the ground, he's lethal. I mean, we're talking 16 submission wins in the UFC, and that's the most ever. And it's not just textbook jiu-jitsu. He finds submissions in scrambles, off his back, during transitions. It is just absolute chaos-based jiu-jitsu, and he's mastered it. Now, Ilia might have a black belt, sure, but he's never rolled with someone this opportunistic and this slick. All it takes is one mistake, and that is all Charles Oliveira basically needs. Then there's the pressure. Charles doesn't give you the space to breathe. He doesn't try to win clean striking exchanges. He just keeps walking you down. He mixes knees, he mixes front kicks, clinch strikes. I mean, he's not afraid to get hit because he knows what comes next if he can close the gap. And that pressure breaks guys. It makes them rush. It makes them overreach. And then what happens? That is when you see Charles pulling guard or jumping on a man's back. Pause. Now let's not overlook the weight class shift either. Ilia's been fighting at 145 pounds. Charles, meanwhile, has been taking shots from full-size lightweights. Guys like Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier, guys who can really crack. He's taller, he's longer, and he's used to carrying more weight in grappling exchanges. That size matters, especially when things hit the mat. Ilia won't be able to bully Charles like he did at featherweight. And if this fight gets into the second or third round, that's when Charles really shines. He doesn't fade. In fact, he seems to get more confident and even more dangerous. Topuro's cardio looked good against Volk, but that was a clean technical fight. Oliveira brings grit. And most of all, he brings pace. He brings moments that test your composure. And we have not seen Ilia deal with that yet. So what's the call? I think Ilia comes out strong early. He lands some sharp counters, but Charles just keeps coming. Pause. He creates scrambles, pushes the pace, and eventually, he finds the neck. Round 3, submission, classic Oliveira. My final prediction is that Charles Oliveira wins via submission in round 3. Is Charles too much too soon for Ilia? Or does Topuria prove he's the real deal at 155? Drop your takes in the comments down below. Like if you're backing Charles, subscribe if you'd like to see more breakdowns like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Run.